Hello and good morning. Scary Champion, Psychic Medium, once again. I'm sitting here working on a project. Let's say, by the way, this weekend on Sunday at 2 o'clock, change your program, change your life. It's a class I'm giving. You can enroll in it on my website, garychampion.com. There's not a huge number of people enrolled in it, so I would suspect this may be the first and last time that I give this class. For those who are interested in it, here's the funny part about life. You think you got a good program and you're running along, everything's going really well, but it's not true. Your life is crap, but you choose to believe that it's better. Oh, it'll be fine. Not if your old program's running your life. If it was some program you inherited from someone, it's going to run just like it always does. If you have a good program, not to worry. Program will run just like it should. It's run out of the subconscious, the way you do things, the way you buy things, the clothes, the job you get, the boyfriends and girlfriends. It's all run out of a program. If you can't tell you're screwing up, then your program is doing its job. You're not supposed to know. So you may be running there are no people with terrible lives. There's just people with terrible programs. Anyway, August the 8th. August the 15th, free healing, 2 o'clock Sunday, Central Standard Time, USA. Free healing. August 22nd, free readings. These are all at 2 o'clock Central Standard Time, USA. August 29th, self-healing. September 12th, fantasy meditation. And I'm going to promote my wife's new Etsy place called Bunny's Peanut Gallery. Bunnys, not two N's. Bunny's not a real name. It's the name I gave her when we kind of first met. Long story about that. I'm not going to tell. Anyway, Bunnys Peanut Gallery. Anyway, I was sitting here getting ready to start a project and started seeing Lee Marvin from Paint Your Wagon. I don't know if anybody's ever seen the musical movie. Clint Eastwood and Gene Seberg. And who's the guy I just said? I'm seeing his face. Paint Your Wagon. Okay. Lee Marvin. Marvelous musical. And I thought, well, my guys want me to watch the movie because it has a lot of neat lessons in it. And it's funny. It's a funny movie. And sad at the same time. And then I hear a quote, I believe was from him, and I looked it up, and sure enough it is. His quote was, there's two kinds of people going someplace and people that aren't. That's a pretty good quote. I think his actual quote is, I wrote it down, there's two kinds of people, them going somewhere and them going nowhere. And that's what's true. From the musical movie Paint Your Wagon. Got a dream, boy, got a song, paint your wagon, come along. Where am I going? Where am I going? I don't know. Where am I heading? I ain't certain. All I know is I am on my way. Yeah, remember the song. Anyway, it's basically got a dream, and the people that are in this wagon train are really just gold hunters, because they don't know where they're going. They're just on their way. I find that humorous because Lee Marvin was a member of that. So they themselves say they don't know where they're going. Where am I going? I don't know. When will I be there? I ain't certain. When will I get there? When will I get there? I ain't certain. All I know is I'm on my way. Now, get a quote from the other side on this. I said it doesn't really matter if you know where you're going, as long as you're going somewhere. It's not necessary to be happy or to accomplish great things if you don't know where you're going. If you're just on the road, if you're finding things out, it's the trip that's important. It's a goal. It's having something in front of you. Carrot, stick. We're much better as people if we have a goal. If we sort of have some idea of where we're going. And for sure, we know it when we accomplish it. If you don't know where you're going, you could accomplish it and not even know that you've been there or done anything. This you do some things early in your life, and then right here you discover how profound they were and how influential they were, but you didn't know it at the time. It's always best if you have a direction. And right now there's a lot of that going on. People looking for direction. People are moving from state to state. It's a big migration going on. I don't think it's any secret. Taxes are too high. Fires, floods, and earthquakes. Job loss. Factory closed down. But we're on because of the COVID-19 and the Delta variant, everything's in flux. And many people are taking advantage of not having had to work in a building during this time. They've been allowed to work from home, of moving wherever they really want to go. I mean, they've always wanted to live in Kentucky or something, so they, gee, I'm working online. I could move my family to Kentucky, and that'd be great. I don't have to drive so many miles a day to get to work and back, and the danger of the road and the expense of the car and the gas and all that. I just stay home. So all that's going on. Well, all these, someone's saying, these are dwindling jobs, that eventually a lot of these people will have to go back to brick and mortar. If they don't, they'll have to find something else to do. But a day doesn't go by that I don't hear somebody saying, I think I want to work online. Sort of ties in with school too. People last year were able to do virtual school or do school in a brick and mortar building. Now, I don't think they get paid unless kids show up to school. I think they do virtual school. I don't think they get paid. The school district doesn't. So our great governor, what's his name, has declared, well, don't need masks, don't need, everybody's going back to school. Virtually is assuring that people are going to die. Doesn't seem bothered by it. Why? Wouldn't you like to know? Well, because the last idiot we had, he's made everything possible, and his clones are everywhere. Many of these governors got elected on the tailcoats of Trump, Donald Trump, who didn't care about anybody and still doesn't. He's still whining about himself. He could care less that people died on his watch because he didn't move forward with the vaccine. He stalled around saying we didn't need it, and thousands of people died. Murder. It's neglectful murder. I don't think there's a charge like that, but that's what it is. Anyway, our governor, I can read it every time I see his face. He wants to be president. He doesn't want to be governor. Governor, little state. I want to be president. That's why these guys are all following in the footsteps. Well, he got him elected. We don't need this blah, blah, blah. So their constituency is that ultra-conservative group that doesn't believe in the virus until they're dead, of course. Then they believe it. As they're dying on their bed, said, boy, I guess I was wrong about that COVID. Y'all go out and get it, but now they've told 1 million people not to. And they're dead, a lot of them. Or they're so damaged by it that they'll never be the same. Their lungs won't recover. I was lying in bed talking to my wife last night about how lucky I felt that I didn't get a bad dose of. I got COVID when it first came out, when it first hit. Matter of fact, we heard about it one day, and I was home like the next day, and it was on me. Probably got it on the airplane going to do a show. Not anybody's fault. We didn't know what it was, but how lucky that I was that I got a mild dose. A couple of days later, my wife was home. I would, if I'd had a bad one, I'd have given it to her. It would have lingered on, and I would have had it, and I would have given it to her, and might have killed my own wife. The one person I don't want to see dead. Anyway, we're all in this boat together. Let's hang in there. Let's do the best we can. Somebody new to my channel the other day. I don't think they've seen my channel. I think they were looking for books online. They found me. And I met her. And she was saying, and she doesn't know what I do, I don't think the book's titles indicate what I do for a living. She said, there's a lot of death in those titles of those books. I see you've written a lot of them. I said, yeah, I don't know, 25 at least. She said, there's a lot of death. I've seen a lot of death in the title of those books. Kind of squeezed up and looked at me. I said, I talk to dead people. She goes, oh, okay. That's a funny quote for today. Anyway, two kinds of people, them going somewhere and them going nowhere, and that's what's true. I'm saying that if you don't know where you're going, it's hard to get there. But things generally work out that way. You don't know that you want to be a great cook. Your mother was a great cook. You don't know if you want to be a great cook. You go through your whole life maybe avoiding it, and all of a sudden one day you have a desire to pick up a book and learn how to cook, and you begin to cook and everything is perfect, and you discover it anyway. Even though you didn't have a goal, you probably did. Just didn't probably know that it was suppressed. Or your subconscious was trying to run it and you weren't letting it. Anyway, which is what this class is about on Sunday, talking about why your subconscious actually is a program that's running, how you can change it. You can stop dating people that are hurtful. You can stop picking jobs that aren't good for you. All these things are in your program. I had a self-destructive program. It wasn't good. And changed it by using this method. Anyway, I thought I'd offer it. I think there's 4 or 5 people in it. So I'll see you people enrolled this Sunday. This is Friday the 6th. And should be entertaining. Someone saying we're going to have to trust each other. I think in the future there's going to have to be a lot more trust. People are not trusting anybody, especially the government. Why? Because they've lied about everything. And now they're not. And it's still not helping. You tell them the shot won't kill them. They don't believe that either. Big government gets, you say something truthful, no one believes it. You say something that's a lie. They might believe it, they might not. But people have different reasons for not taking the shot. It's going to get harder on you, though, because those who, with the Delta variant, and remember, I said 2 years ago or something, or whenever this started, a year ago, there's going to be 3. We're seeing the second with the Delta. There's a third one coming. And when these begin to infect people, which they are, and hospitals are filling up with 99% people who have not been vaccinated are the ones that are getting it, then employers aren't going to want you. And for me, I don't want to bring anything home that might kill my family. So, it's the primary reason for getting a shot. infecting. It's like the doctor I was telling you the other day said, "Why have you got your mask on?" I said, "Because you don't know where I've been. I might have something I could give to you." And then she put on a mask. He's thinking, "Oh, I didn't think of that. Oh, he's wearing a mask to protect himself. He doesn't have to wear a mask because we're mandated here in Texas. You don't have to wear a mask." Blah 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 blah. And I said, "Because you don't know where I've been. I could be giving it to you." And she quietly slipped on a little mask, cute one. Oh, and by the way, we've discovered that those, I think they're calling it a duck mask, but it has that kind of thing like that. Those are way more comfortable. And there's a gap between your breathing and the material, and it doesn't itch as much, and all those things. So we've purchased some of those. I think my wife called it a duck mask, and I started calling it duck face, but it's got a little bill that goes out. I don't know. She says it's one of those M9 or whatever, the really good masks, but they're not expensive now. Why? Because people stopped wearing them. Ooh, lots of masks out there now. Hand gel, that's going to disappear because people don't think that they can get it. Hand gel, the production's scaling down. One minute we're buying it and using it and splashing all over ourselves. The next minute, we don't need that stuff. I think probably more germs are passed by handshakes. And before this, people would stick their hand out and shake your hand. You don't see that anymore. That's smart thinking. So we're going to have to put up with each other just a little bit longer, being close to each other until we figure out. Oh, and every year we're going to get a shot, just like the flu. We don't seem to mind that shot at all. Every year there's a new flu, there's a new shot. COVID-19, there'll be a variant for quite a while, and they'll just add that variant to the original shot, I think, for a while. Call it a booster is what they're going to call it, but really it's the original COVID shot with part of the new one in it. Then there'll be a third one, and eventually we'll all be vaccinated and immune, and it's like the measles or the mumps or chicken pox, or you don't see polio people anymore because everybody got it. Everybody got the medication for it, and you couldn't get it. It's a shame we have to live like this, isn't it? It's a shame we have to live like this. There's a lot worse things. Someone could be digging a grave for you, or watching you die in a bed in the hospital. Think about what's important. Family. It could throw in there not all family, just some family. Anyway, I'm supposed to say something else. I just can't quite hear what they're saying. I'm still holding good on my remission of diabetes. I don't know how long I've been in remission. Months. I still took the pills and made me sick, and eventually I figured out I just didn't have any blood sugar. I checked yesterday afternoon, it's 111. Self-healing. And I do it 10-15 minutes in the morning, about that in the afternoon. So pick up on that. If you're not feeling well, learn how to self-heal. It's not that hard. Almost anybody can do it. Well, maybe. We had a lot of luck in my class. I don't say it's luck, but the people who wanted to learn how to self-heal showed up for the classes, and that's been really good. So I don't have to worry about those people. They've learned how to save themselves, because no one's got your back in this world. It's just you. No fear, no regret, no anger. Thanks for watching.